Hello, Gemini, and this is your reading for the first one I've ever done here on YouTube for the end of February, beginning of March 2019. I've already concentrated on the cards, asked the universe to come forward and spell out a message between one of the major arcana cards and the angel cards. And you've got the High Priestess, there she sits, and you've got the angel card of Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. And I take that with the tarot card, which the High Priestess is considered to be, from what I read, a very spiritual card. And it means you might be in a phase where you're going to be much more attractive to others. Also, it means this is the time to rely on your intuition and your inner knowledge rather than your conscious mind or intellect. It's also important to pay attention to your dreams. Keeping a dream diary or journal would be a good idea. And you know what? With this angel card about to make your decision, I'm getting the idea that maybe there's an actual decision you need to make, and you have to decide which one is going to bring you closer to where you want to be and which one's going to take you farther away from where you want to be. And it might have to do with romance because, I mean, you got the High Priestess card, which is supposed to be a very, a very romantic type card, that you're going to be physically attractive to others. But it's also an inspiration card, I've read. So, and it is tied to a woman. So if you're a woman watching, maybe that's the case. Maybe you're feeling a little bit frisky, as they say. If you're a guy, maybe you have your eyes on someone. And maybe it's tied to a decision. Maybe, I don't want to get into problems because I want to try to stay positive, but maybe you're straying away from someone that you care about, or you just have two ladies that you're trying to decide which one do you want, and you have to make that decision. So, you have to figure out which one's going to take you closer to where you really want to be and which one's taking you farther away. But again, this is a general reading. A variety of people may be watching. So just take those things into consideration. And I think that the two cards are tied together. I think there's a decision to be made, and I think it has to do with romance. And you have to really ask yourself, which way do you want to go? And it could be a decision if you're married, say, or you're in a committed relationship. Maybe there's just something going on with the relationship that maybe needs a little spicing up, and you need to think about that. It's kind of weird. I'm not getting a very strong message, and this is, because normally I would do this with a person, and I would talk to a friend, or just an individual, and I would do it that way. And since this is so general, take those two messages into account. The High Priestess is a card that's has sexual overtones, and it means you could be more physically attractive, and that could be a good thing. It also has to do with relying on your intuition and inner knowledge. But then you've got, this angel card, and it's also about decisions, asking yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which takes me away. So maybe both cards, take both of those messages and see if they fit your situation. I hope they do. And I thank you for watching this channel.